Welcome back to Black News Tonight. Show business mogul Tyler Perry is known for creating iconic characters like Medea, who loom larger than life. Well, he's also making waves with a comedy series that gives shine to stories that are long overlooked on the TV screen, namely the deep, sustaining friendships that are formed among black men.
We are still 4 African-American men who've been through a whole lot together. And in this country, that means everything.
Are you choking up?
Man, thank you, John. Thank you, John.
Appreciate you, man. That was well said.
Now, in its second season of BET Plus, Tyler Perry's hit series Bruh follows 4 black men as they navigate careers, dating, and the bonds of friendship. Our next guest is Monti Washington. He plays Bill Frazier, one of the lead characters on Bruh. Monti joins us now from Los Angeles, and he's going to talk about the positive message of the show as well as his own projects, spreading mutual support and uplift within the black community. Monti, so good to see you, my brother. The tagline of the show is "We ain't family, but we family." What does that mean to you?
It means exactly what it is. You know, you're not family through blood, but you're family through bond. And that's exactly what all the bros are. You know, it's a family. We've known each other since we were kids. And, you know, now that we in our 30s and we out here trying to make a name for ourselves in the world, you know, we still family, even though we butt heads. You know how it is.
I love that, man. And for me, what I like about the show is that it really takes on and really destroys some of the stereotypes about black men, especially the one that says, you know, we don't support each other, we always at each other's necks, that we have to be rivals or competitors, and it's just not true.
It's not, man. Especially in this world, you know how it is. Your brothers, there's certain things you share, particularly, you know, a lot of men that you share with your brothers that you may not share with your significant other, that a lot of people may not understand. Just being a man growing up in this world, and particularly a black man, and all that, you know, the extra stress that comes along with that, and just supporting each other. That's one of the strongest bonds that we have, you know, being able to connect with somebody who knows your struggle and knows where you've come from.
Absolutely. Now, the characters of Bruh, they portray real-life dating situations among black millennials. How does your character Bill and his love life speak to the experiences that we're dealing with these days?
Oh man, you know, I think a lot of dudes can relate to this, which is why I get a lot of DMs about women not liking my character, because like every dude has been, I ain't gonna say every dude, but a lot of dudes have been in that situation where it's like, you let the one go. You know what I'm saying? You're not ready to necessarily man up and settle down. You ripping and running the streets. And so you pass up on that good woman. And then after you're done playing your games and stuff, you realize, oh man, I had a really good thing. And now you're trying to get her back. So that's pretty much what my character Bill's doing. And I think a lot of brothers out there can relate to that because, you know, sometimes you ain't ready to man up and you miss out on a good thing.
How much of your character do you see in yourself?
Oh, man. So this is a beautiful thing about playing a character with a new show. You kind of get to bring it to life. And Tyler gives us a lot of space to inject our own creativity into the character. So as far as going after an ex, I'm kind of a move on person. Like, I give my own a relationship. So when I'm done, I'm not chasing after something. I'm on to what's the next thing, you know, how can I grow? But as far as the brotherhood, oh, that's me. I'm a wild card with me and my friends. I'm the kind of chameleon. I got a bunch of different friends in different situations, and I kind of vibe with each and every last one of them. So in that regard, Bill is like that. But also, if you watch the show, Bill goes after what he wants. He does some stupid stuff. And in my past, I have done some stupid stuff, you know, in the pursuit of love.
Who has it, my brother? Now, in addition to being an actor, you are also an award-winning poet. You are a playwright. You are a motivational speaker. I'm actually amazed that you have time to do all this stuff.
You know what? Honestly, me too. God has been good. I haven't missed a speaking gig, and I'm on 3 different shows. I haven't missed a single speaking gig due through my acting. Things just kind of work out perfectly. But I look at my acting. My acting is a very personal endeavor because it's so hard to be successful in this industry and to carve out a living for yourself. So that's very personal to me. My motivational speaking and what I'm doing with that platform is very much for other people. That's how I feed into other people. That's how I help other people. And so that's kind of what my platform is really about. trying to help other people get out of their own way, especially coming from where I come from, coming from the hood and a mother who was addicted to drugs and some of the things that I've experienced, to be able to make it to this level, to be successful as both an actor and a speaker. I just want to show people it's not because I'm special. It's because I put in the work and I stay consistent and believe long enough to see the fruits of your labor manifest.
Man, and you talk about the things you've been through. I mean, we talk about foster care, you've experienced homelessness. How have those things sort of shaped your commitment to doing for others?
It's everything. When you come from that dark place where you feel like you're worthless, literally. I was locked in a room for 23 hours in one of my foster homes, and it depressed me. And I tried to commit suicide on 2 separate occasions. And a lot of fellas out there, we like to say women have daddy issues. There's a lot of brothers out there who got mommy issues. And I realized going through the abuse from my foster moms, the neglect and abuse from my biological mom, I carry that with me. So I just want to show people, like, you don't have to be defined by your past. So often we continue these cycles in our family, these generational curses, if you would, and we keep perpetuating them when we don't have to. So I just want to show people, like, I'm living proof. I'm not gifted in any way. I just work my butt off, and I believe you can do more. You can't have what you can't see. So if you can begin to see a better life for yourself, then you can begin carving out a better life for yourself.
Well, one of the things I love about your work is that you launched something called Dose, which is it has a mission to create safe spaces online for, talking about real issues around social justice, racial justice. Tell us about Dose.
Dose is something, last summer, I mean, you know the stuff we've been dealing with forever. But because of the pandemic and George Floyd and so many things happened in succession in such a short amount of time, everybody you have to pay attention to it. If you want in the Black community, you can no longer ignore all the things, we've kind of been dealing with. So what Dose was originally, a good friend of mine, Julia Garcia, as an ally, she was like, what can I do? What can I talk? And so I kept getting hit up by people. What can I do? Non-people of color, like, what can I do? What can I help? How can I help? And, every now and again, you want to help out. I'm like, yo, you can read this book. Let me tell you a little bit about this. Let me tell you why it's not all lives matter and why it is Black Lives Matter. But that can be exhausting. So Dose is a platform to allow people of color to be able to share their experiences on there, so that white people, anybody else that are like, I don't know what your experience is like, you can go on there. So instead of having, us spoon feed you or explain in detail some of the trauma we're experiencing, you get to go on there. And we got a bunch of prompts that allow you to explore your own bias. So you can kind of come to your own conclusions and realize, wow, I have some white allergies. I have some blind spots that I need to really look at, because just because you don't say the N-word and you got a couple of Black friends doesn't necessarily mean you don't got something to deal with. That exactly.
Everybody got work to do, man. And your site helps us see those blind spots. Brother, thank you so much for the work you're doing. Thank you for the contributions to our community. And of course, thank you for giving us such great art with the TV series, Bruh. You'll be back on Black News Tonight soon to tell us about your award-winning poetry book, your motivational speaking tour, and the movie. I'm naming and claiming that for you right now, good brother. Everybody, make sure you show some love to Monti Washington and make sure you check out all of his stuff. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. Everybody, stay with me on Black News Tonight, because coming up next, Lil Nas X drops the teaser for his new track, Industry Baby, co-produced by Kanye West. I'm going to tell you all about it. Stay with me.